Next up, Wataru Endo. Probably the best value signing of the summer. Endo, not Enzo. Endo, McAllister and Szoboszlai started to wrestle back control of that midfield, and I think Endo has been an absolute steal for the money we paid for him. Gonna give him a score of 8 out of 10 today, and the love affair with Endo and Endo Mania, it just keeps growing.
Do you know what I really like about Endo? I like that he has that intelligence that you were talking about. I don't know if it's trained on or whether it's instinctive, but he does know how to fill in really well when the centre back is out of position, and you got to rate that, because that's what makes DM so good at their job, isn't it, when they can read play. So yeah, I'd probably go 8 for Endo today.
All right, I'd have gone 9 for Endo, because I think he filled in so much for Virgil. He was winning tackles, he was winning stuff up the pitch. He was starting attacks with his passing. I can't think of it. Like, there was a period in the first half where he was isolated, but I don't think he got exposed as such. I thought his passing was good.
Let's average out 8.5 then, because I was thinking about 8.5 anyway. Like, I was deliberating for a second. He was good today.
I keep on saying, I would like us to sign another DM in the summer, but I absolutely don't want it to be at the expense of Endo.
Endo, he's just so good, isn't he, lads? I just don't understand sometimes how good he is. He's a terrier. The ball is there, he's chasing it. The man is there, he's chasing him. He's doing everything right as a centre defensive mid, and honestly, I couldn't be happier with him. I hope he's got a good few years in the legs of him, because I know he's not the youngest player, but I want him around for as long as possible at this level.
Endo, I thought he was boss though. Genuinely one of the first nailed on bosses of the game for me, Endo, today. I just thought he was exceptional in the tackle, the way he moves the ball forward for us, the way he reads and screens the game. I did say in the build-up that he would just kind of sit in between Van Dijk and Quanta at times. I just kind of operate as a bit of a three-man in defence, and he does that. He screens it so well. He's good in the tackle. He does get a tactical foul and a yellow card later on in the game, but again, he does it for the team, and he's forever a workhorse and ever present in that sense.
And moving to midfield and start with the holding midfielder, Wataru Endo, got to grips with it as the game got on. Seemed to be there to nick the ball a few more times and got better at timing when he was jumping into challenges. So did really well with that. And then also a 94% pass completion, which again, he was so brave for me in possession in terms of taking it in difficult spots, trying to drag players onto it, fire the ball through. It does take real bravery in games like this, but with the way Brighton set up to use the ball in that way, and I think Endo should be absolutely commended for that. He was a big part of Liverpool being so dominant across this game. He did a really good job in that holding midfield role. What a signing he's been, by the way, 16 million. It's absolutely crazy, isn't it?
Another Messiah today who's going to get a number 10 for me is old school Japanese warrior Wataru Endo. What an amazing game today. See this guy, when I see Endo, he'd be good back in the day. You know, when football was more tougher, where you could actually tackle somebody and shoulder bar somebody before you got a yellow card. Endo would play great in the 90s and the 2000s, man. Endo, every time Endo comes on the pitch, he's breaking legs. I'm sure when he puts his gum shield on in the changing room, he puts his gum shield on in his mouth, and he walks out in the pitch and he goes, what legs am I breaking today? My man does the crunch tackles, what goes back to the 90s and the 2000s, man. You know, what an impressive performance by Endo, right? A Japanese international. He swept up in front of defense. Nothing was getting past him today. And all he was thinking, move that ball forward. Absolutely outstanding performance by Endo. Now, for me, people say that McAllister's a signing of the season. Endo, I think it's Endo just because of the money we paid for him. You know, the value. And look what he's doing. He's playing like one of the best DMs in Europe. There's not many DMs in Europe playing at this point as good as Endo, if any. Endo, another 10 out of 10 for me. Absolutely amazing. My man is taking legs. He's coming into game and he's just breaking everybody up. Warrior. And the thing about it, when he does it, when he gets cards or when anything happens, he's just got a straight face. He's got his gum shield on. Get somebody. True man's man. So I'm going to give Wataru Endo 10 out of 10. Big up.
Yeah, I'm going to give the same, man. Look, what can you say about Endo? He's really on. Well, he,
This man don't care, man.
He don't care. He makes his tackle, moves on with it, right?
I love Endo, man.
He don't care how big the geezer is. He'll still go in for the tackle. No, he was still
Proper footballer.
He was still going for the tackle. Yeah, I got no words. Endo was world class.
Yeah, there you go. Endo's nickname is the broom street. So, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Everything in front of him, man. He's taking man's out, man. Endo's brocking man's up every time he comes on the pitch. Yeah, he's brocking man's up, man. He's a proper footballer, he's, man. A proper footballer. DM, man. What a brilliant DM. Like I said, there's not many DMs in Europe as good as Endo playing at this moment. I don't care. And I want Endo to stay as long as he can. You know, people are saying he's probably younger than he is. We don't know how old he is. I don't care, right? Them mans here, them Japanese mans, they can go on long, man. I want Endo for another 4 years. I want him for at least for another 4 years. If he's 30 now, we could get him to, he could be at his best now from 30 to 34. Because defenders and defensive midfielders usually go on longer anyway. So Endo, doing his job, absolutely amazing. Keep doing it. I'd love to meet the guy. I'd love to have a conversation with him. I love the way he plays football. I love the way he's on the ball. I like how he's aggressive on the ball as well. Old school, a proper crunch tackles. Trust me, 50-50 tackles. My man ain't pulling out of nothing, man. My man ain't pulling out. Trust me, Endo's coming out, man. Endo's coming out on top. My man was in the crutches a couple of weeks ago. Remember, he was in the crutches.
Yeah.
Next game he's playing. My man don't care. He don't care. Old school, put a bit of DP on your leg, yeah. Warm up your leg, yeah. Go on, play the rest of the game. Endo's a man's man, man. Big up to Endo. And he's got a 10 out of 10 for me.
Let's start with Endo. For me, what a performance from our number 8. So good in terms of defensive play. So energetic. And he applied it fantastically throughout the game. His distribution was so effective. He might not be doing those Hollywood passes, you know, those 50-yard passes around the pitch. But for me, his neat passing keeps the possession of the ball, and he's been a great base for our midfield, and he's been a great protection for the defense as well. So credit to Wataru Endo. I think he's been fantastic this season, and this performance is very, very good for me. So for this rating, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10.
22.
He's got a high
22.
Well, this individual isn't 22.
No, he's not.
He's not 22, but he is turning back the time, I guess you could say. There's another strong reference.
Plays like a 22-year-old, to be fair.
Yeah, playing like a 22-year-old too. Yeah, definitely. He's putting to shame some 22-year-olds out there, to be honest with you, with the work rate and commitment that this guy is putting in. We can start with you, Oz. Speaking on that,
yeah.
What was your rating for Wataru?
I'll give Endo 80 out of 100. I thought he was fantastic. As I mentioned, playing like a 22-year-old, he was just everywhere on the pitch. So energetic. What impresses me about Endo the most is his distribution. He's not doing Hollywood passes, 40-yard passes here and there. It's just those neat and tidy passes. He's so effective, so sort of efficient in his sort of ball retention as well. In terms of our rock as a number 6, also allows the other players around him to do the job. So I've been very impressed with Endo. So I'll give him an 80.
Doing what you want a number 6 to do. Get it. Give it. Keep it simple. Even Graham Souness will tell you that. 80, 85, yeah.
Okay. JK?
Me also, I think with Endo, I'm going to give him an 80. And I realised in the last few games how much he's improved in the way he don't get yellow cards, unnecessary ones. I think he got one yesterday.
Unnecessary ones, right? Exactly.
Yesterday was yesterday at the end, but it was cool. The timing was about right. Is near the end of the game and stuff. And he had to just sort of do it because they were about to a counter attack. But all in all, really impressed with the guy.
We'll let Maka be Maka in that 8 role. So I'm going to keep him at 80.
I think Wataru Endo falls into that category. Yeah. He's been absolutely exceptional. Certainly when you come from a place of being a little bit underestimated and not really appreciated as a signing. And listen, you mentioned it earlier on, obviously went from the world of potentially signing Moises Caicedo for in excess of 110 million, and you suddenly remove yourself from that and it's Wataru Endo, relatively unheard of, I think it's fair to say, from Stuttgart. You know, he's in his 30s already, 16 million. A lot of people are massively underwhelmed when they go, oh, I'm not sure about this, but my word, like it's been said, he's waited his whole life for this opportunity, and that's clear to see. But not only that, and you can take away all the, although isn't it nice, what a story, he's been just brilliant, like absolutely exceptional. Like he's taken to the Premier League in this football club like a duck to water, and I've been so pleased, so impressed with him. Sort of cornerstone and a real linchpin as to why we've been so successful.
It's a joy to see someone doing things that they clearly really enjoy doing and doing it well for your football club. And sometimes like
playing fetch.
Well, but yeah,
go get the ball.
But it's like you can watch videos. There was a roundup video of like great Ronaldinho moments that I saw on Twitter this week. And what I loved about Ronaldinho was how he played with a smile on his face. He just loved football. Endo's got that, but on the different end, it's like he enjoys being in a scrap. Like he enjoys going shoulder to shoulder with someone.
There's a big smile just before he goes shoulder to shoulder.
I had a hunch you might buy the gum shield, to be honest.
Yes.
But on that note, though, you're absolutely spot on, and I love all that grit about him and that gnarliness.
So much more though,
but he's so much more. And again, just be this little ball hog, go and win it for you. He'll put a foot in and then he'll give it to do. He's got loads. He can play, he can pass. He's chipped in with goals. Wonderful.